Hey guys, hey, this is Tahiri Divine. Thank you for tuning in. You can find me on all my social sites as Tahiri Divine. My blog site is tahiridivine.com. Don't judge her, she hasn't blogged in a little minute, but sis is gonna get that back on and popping very, very soon. Also, I've talked about my divinelykisscollection.com. She will be back in action this month. She is a metaphysical shop where you can find all your manifestation magical tools and supplies to get your magic on and popping. I am just, let me tell you this. When you walk in alignment, everything works the way it needs to work out. Everything does. And I am so happy and so thankful for life, breathing, living, being in where I'm at in my life, because I have constantly seen how manifestation works over and over again, to a point that I don't even manifest anymore. I just can really feel it and it will happen. Sometimes, most of the time as of late, it's been instantaneous. So I just really want to come here and talk to you guys about the importance of mentalism, understanding the concept of this process of the mind. When we read in the book of, I believe it's the book of Romans or Galatians, Paul talks about, the Apostle Paul, he talks about the renewing of the mind, right? And the only way to really live a brand new life is when you change your mind. And if you don't change your mind, then you're going to continue to live the same experiences over and over again. For example, when I first started the magic, right, I joined a lot of these witchy groups, and most of the groups that I was in, well, pretty much every group, because I'm in another witchy group right now. This one's a little bit better because it's a little bit more ascended people, but most of the times it's like we get these people always want to ask about love spells and magic and money spells. How do you do a love spell? How do I make this person fall in love with me? How do I get this person to come back? And while I already have my personal opinions on love spells, but while I'm not anti-love spells, I'm not anti-money spells, but none of that stuff means anything if you do not change your mindset first. None of that stuff means anything if you do not change your mind. If you do not have a renewing of your mind, these spells or whatever things you want to create and manifest in your life will not take place to the full fruition of what it will be. I'll give an example. One of the young ladies in the group I was in, she was saying, oh, I really, really want money. So she did a love spell, right? And she ended up getting like maybe $6 extra. Somehow she got $6 extra in her account. And she was like, God, that's not what I wanted, but I did get money. And this is something that I have learned. This is something I learned from Valerie Love. And she was saying that, first of all, the universe does not understand what money is. It doesn't know what money is a man-made concept. So the universe has no understanding what money is. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, it's not the money that you want. It's what you can use, or what you can get with the money. So it's not the money you want. So pretty much, it's really not the money you want. It's the security or the thing that you truly want. So let's say the thing you truly want is a brand new car. So the first thing you're gonna say is, I want money, I want money, I want money. Well, you're gonna get money. It's not gonna be the amount you want. You're gonna get money. But what you really want is the car. So the thing is, it's not that you want to manifest the money, you want to manifest the car. So what you want to do when you put out your manifestations or your affirmations is state what it is that you truly want. Or people say, well, I want money because I want to be secured and I want to be this. Well, then it's not the money you want. The money is just the tool to get you to the security. The money is just the tool to get you to the car. What you really want is the thing. State the thing you want, and then walk in that you already have it. I talked to you guys about this concept of time does not exist. All you have is the present. There is no past. There is no future. There's only the present. And you already have the thing that you desire. You already have it. It's that you just have not tapped into the frequency or the dimension or that timeline. Okay, I'm gonna drop some science on you guys real quick. So there's a conversation right now about the earth. Is the earth flat? Is the earth round? I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's both. The earth is flat and the earth is round at the same damn time. Okay? How do I know this? Earth is not a planet. Earth is a realm. Earth is the center of the universe. If you know the system of the chakra systems, and you understand that the heart is the center chakra of the body energy sources, the heart in Earth is the same. If you take the H from Earth and put it in the front of the word, you get the word heart. Earth is the heart of the universe. This is where we experience the manifestation and we experience love. Okay, so with that being understood, there are multiple different timelines on Earth. If you guys remember in the what's it called? The Marvel War, not Civil War, but what's the last one that came out? When they had all the characters together and Thanos and all that. I can't remember what it was called. But there was a scene there where Doctor Strange was like flipping out, right? Not flipping out, but he was like buzzes, whatever. He was like tweaking. And they was like, yo, what's going on with your partner, right? And so kind of find out, Doctor Strange was looking at the different timelines of how they could beat Thanos, right? And there was like 3,400,000 something and to whatever, right? Different timelines on what would take place. That right there is giving you a glimpse that there are multiple different dimensions, multiple different universes, multiple different realities. Really great show that I really like that's on Showtime. I believe it's called Counterpart. If you guys haven't seen it, I love Counterpart. Watch it. It's very interesting, very telling. Even like this, like shows like Stranger Things, where they said Upside Down. So there's different universes that are parallel to the universe that we already live. So you're already living your best life. If you're not living your best life now, you're living your best life in another life. You're living your worst life in another paradigm. You're living an okay life. You're living different lives at once. You're just tuned into this consciousness. You're just tuned into this frequency. Tesla said, if you understand energy, frequency, and vibration, you will have the keys to the universe. That is so true. So, with that all in mind, there are many different timelines and time loops. And if you think of it in that concept, these loops are all around each other, right? They're all around each other, which hence will create a sphere. If you want to put it in that processing, oh shoot, don't do that. People know they is crazy on this road. If you want to put it in that concept, in that mind frame of flat and round, but it's different realms. So there's multiple realms of this earth plane, right? Y'all, I really have no idea where I'm going. We're gonna find out today. Anyway, so what I'm getting to is that you already have what it is you want. You just need to tap into it. So in order to manifest, you have to already know that it's yours. Perfect example. I love this breakdown that was that Ashir Star Goddess did about Michael Jackson's song, Do You Remember the Time? Okay, the video itself is set, what we say, in ancient Egypt, right? But in the lyrics of the song, he's asking her, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, me and you on the phone? Okay, of course there's no phone in ancient Egypt, of course, but what that is representing there is that you're already putting out what it is that you already want. Ashir gave a really good example on how you guys can really merge your universes together. I shared with you guys early in the year about my manifestation journal, right? Well, I'm taking this ritual up a notch, and this is really perfectly to do because tomorrow is our we have a new moon eclipse tomorrow in Capricorn. So this is going to be a really good practice to do. So I say do this, guys. She had a journal, and on the journal, let's say date it to be 5 years from now. So let's say January 2024, 2025, right? Right? Remember I told you guys how to write your manifestation journal as if you already done it? Now she said do it as if it's a memory, as if you're reflecting on a past event. So you're going to date this thing to be January 24, 25, however you want to do it, 2024, 2025. And you're going to write as if it was a memory of the thing that you already know, that you already want, as if you already have it and experienced it. And write it down as if it was like, as if, write it down. Dear diary, I remember the time when I went to Dubai and I was on top of the, I don't know, that tallest building, and the prince of the Shaif, or whatever they call him, was there, and I don't know, write out whatever it is that you want, right? Write that sucker down. And then do it again the next day. And then do it again the third day. And then leave it right there. And then walk in it like you already have it. Because I'm telling you, now that you took it as a memory, you time traveled to the future, you wrote it down as a memory as if it was past. Now, what's going to happen? The past and that future is going to collide and make it your present. Try it and tell me if it doesn't work. Perfect to do this for the new moon tomorrow in Capricorn. Plus, we have a lunar eclipse tomorrow. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful ritual to do. So what I'm saying is, you already have the thing you want, or you already are the person that you want to be. You have to tap into the mental frequency of walking in that. There is a YouTuber I watched. I haven't watched her in some time, but when I did, she goes by the name of Shameless Maya. And this was like years ago. She was talking about what she did when she was going through her divorce. She had she started to read on different people who she deemed to be successful. So it was like Grace Jones, Jesus Christ, some other people she read up on who she deemed to be successful, right? And what she did, she said, I want to know, what did these people do? How did they live to live a successful life? Because that's what I want. So you have to tap into that frequency. If you want to live a life like Warren Buffett, read on how Warren Buffett lived his life. Read on his mentality, his thinking. If you want to live on the frequency of Beyonce, read up on how she lives her life. Read on the frequency of where she's at and see if you can tap into that frequency. Not see if you, because you can tap into it and live it out. Oh, am I going the right way? Oh, I'm going the right way, but the wrong way. Let's see if I can get over. I gotta get over. I'm so sorry. I gotta get over. 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 Please, please, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah. So that is something that really just sticks with me. And when I see people who want to tap into magic and tap into this, I know for myself, when I first started to get into magic, it wasn't so much to manifest wealth and love, which those are things I do want, and I do these rituals, of course, I do these things. But what magic should be, it should be about transforming your life inside out, using these things to tap into your self-worth, self-empowerment, and also living your life fully and healing yourself from traumas and from all the different things in the past that's holding you back. That's what this should be for. Well, it should be used for. So that's why when I mentor these particular young ladies in these groups I was in, I was saying, well, what is your purpose for, tapping into this magic? What is your purpose for using spells and rituals and casting these things? And if you're not getting to the root of the issues in yourself and healing and using this thing to heal it, it doesn't matter how many love spells you do. It doesn't matter how many prosperity, money, all these different spells you do. If there is no love within the self first, then that stuff is you're not going to manifest fully what it is that you truly want, or walk fully into the person that you want to be. And even today, now that we have a lot more people becoming aware and conscious of magic, and I'm a big advocate for spiritual protection. I am huge on that, because that's not talked about enough. It's not talked about enough in this metaphysical world, this conscious realm, and that's dangerous. So I think anybody who jumps into magic without understanding the importance of grounding and the importance of spiritual protection, you are setting yourself up for failure. And not just failure, you're setting yourself up to be really taken advantage of. Because I'm telling you, there are some really wicked people out here. Okay? Wickedness out here. And I don't want to see anyone become a victim of ignorance. Because ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is death. What does the God of the Bible say? My people perish for the lack of knowledge. that's very that's not a best place to be in. You want to have knowledge and wisdom. I'm trying to think, was that my turn there? Probably was. But all right, guys, I don't want to rant too much. I just want to share my thoughts because I like to share. I think sharing is caring, and I love kind of sharing what's on my mind. But again, guys, the renewal of the mind is important. Mental strength, the mental capacity, mental strength is really, really important thing to tap into. You know what? But anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy my day. Things work out the way they need to work out. I'm so happy. It didn't happen the way I wanted to happen, but it happened the way it needed to happen for me to do what I want to do and need to do today. So with that being said, you guys enjoy this beautiful Friday, wherever you are. This Venus day, Frigga day, Oshun day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, love, and life. Peace, love, and life.